There's quite a few things that were introduced in Red Dead Redemption multiplayer that I would have liked Rockstar to copy pasta over to Red Dead Online. I talked about PvP last week, so this week we're going to discuss legendary ranks. At this moment in Red Dead Online, we have no idea if there's going to be a future update or content because Rockstar is not exactly very good at communicating with their fan base. And the other problem is a lot of us veteran players have nothing to do. We have maxed out all 5 roles. We've fully upgraded our camps. We have all the weapons and clothing that we want. We also have maxed out our stable stalls. We've done all the Land of Opportunity, Life is Shine missions that are currently available, as well as all the legendary bounties, and we've hunted and sampled all the legendary animals. In other words, we have done just about everything in Red Dead Online. So a lot of the reason why we put out these ideas, myself and others in the Red Dead Online community, is in the hopes that maybe Rockstar will come across these ideas and take them and run with them for future content updates in order to save Red Dead Online. One of the main reasons why I'm playing Red Dead Redemption multiplayer over the past few weeks, which I've been thoroughly enjoying, is because I never reached legendary status in Red Dead Redemption multiplayer. It came out over a decade ago, shortly after the launch of Red Dead Redemption 1, and I have been playing Red Dead Redemption multiplayer ever since, but casually, just jumping on a little bit, doing a gang hideout, not really grinding it to the degree that I am right now on Sundays. My Red Dead Redemption multiplayer Road to Legendary series has inspired me to come up with this idea. What if Rockstar was to implement legendary ranks in Red Dead Online? Now, for those of you that are unfamiliar with Red Dead Redemption multiplayer or with how legendary worked in Red Dead Redemption multiplayer, we're going to go to Red Dead Wiki. I'll link it below in the description section. Great source for Red Dead information. Legend is a mode that a player can choose to enter after reaching the maximum multiplayer rank of 50, which requires a lot of XP in Red Dead Redemption multiplayer. When a player reaches rank 50, XP will no longer be accumulated and all weapons and normal mounts will have been unlocked. As an option to restore the challenges of accumulating XP and unlocking weapons and mounts, the player may choose to pass into Legend. This option is available in the multiplayer menu. Passing into Legend resets the player's rank to 1 with no XP. All previous unlocked weapons and mounts are locked again except for those available at rank 1. All multiplayer challenges are reset as well. Any titles earned by the player are retained when passing into Legend, even though the challenges to earn those titles are reset. Unlocked characters also remain available. Likewise, any golden guns earned by the player will also be golden. The weapons must still be unlocked by achieving the necessary rank, but with golden once unlocked, otherwise obtained. As an incentive to pass into Legend, special legendary rank badges, multiplayer characters, and mounts are available to the player. The legendary rank badges replace normal badges for ranks 1 through 50. One legendary multiplayer character is available each time the player passes into Legend. One new legendary mount is available after reaching rank 50 each time the player passes into Legend. There are 5 tiers of legendary status. The last tier does not require the player to reach rank 50 again. The player stays at rank 50 after passing into Legend for the final time. Similarly, the player and multiplayer challenges statistics with each reset every previous time the player passes into Legend are retained after the 5th and final time. 1.6 million XP must be earned to reach rank 50 Legend 5, and the player will have leveled up to 250 times before they reach the 5th tier of Legendary. With each tier of Legend, mounts are unlocked at progressively lower ranks. Legendary rank awards. For each level of Legend, the player receives a new rank award badge. Each one is different rank of law enforcement. First is assistant to the sheriff, representative of the law. Second is that of the sheriff. Third is U.S. Marshal. Fourth is U.S. Army. And the final badge is of federal agent. You also unlock legendary characters as well as legendary mounts in Red Dead Redemption multiplayer. The most popular, of course, is the Zebra Donkey, aka the Zonkey, which I happen to be riding around in the B-roll. No, I did not unlock it. It just happened to appear at Ridgewood Farms when I spawned into Red Dead Redemption multiplayer. I guess a Legendary 5 player had left the lobby and their Zonkey remained at Ridgewood Farms, and so I borrowed it. Now that you have an idea of how Legendary works in Red Dead Redemption multiplayer, Now I'll give you a better idea of how I wish to implement it into Red Dead Online. It's going to be a little bit different because I'm not going to have it reset everything where everything locks back up, because unlike Red Dead Redemption Multiplayer, we actually purchase the mounts and purchase the weapons. So that's not going to be a thing. It's just simply giving us something else to do in Red Dead Online, a goal to aspire towards. But there will be rewards and benefits to becoming Legendary 1, Legendary 2, 3, 4, and eventually Legendary 5. The first requirement to pass into Legendary in Red Dead Online is to have at least a rank of 100. 100 or higher will allow players to quote-unquote pass into Legend in order to achieve Legendary 1 status. So if you're rank 100 right now in Red Dead Online, or rank 200 or 400 or 700, 800, you get the idea. You will be able to pass into Legend and go back to rank 1, but you'll be Legendary 1 tier. And the way I see this working is unlike Red Dead Redemption Multiplayer, where it's every 50 ranks you reset, it's going to be every 100 ranks. So in order to reach Legendary 2, you'll have to rank up again to 100 ranks, then another 100 for 3, another 100 for 4, and of course another 100 for 5. That way it's stretched out, it lasts a lot longer, and of course it motivates players to get back into Red Dead Online. And this won't be simply achieved overnight. It will take a while for players to get from Legendary 1 status all the way up to Legendary 5 status in the game, which in my opinion makes this even more rewarding. So let's briefly talk about the types of awards that will be available for players. And of course, I'm citing Red Dead Redemption Multiplayer as a few examples of content that you would be able to unlock and purchase exclusively to each of these tiers. Legendary outfits. Now, I don't know exactly which outfits would go where. There would obviously be 5 different legendary outfits, one unlocked for each tier. And I think the best outfits to go with is characters from Red Dead Redemption 1 and our Red Dead Revolver. So there's going to be a few examples that are in Red Dead Redemption Multiplayer right now that I would like to use as the legendary outfits. In Red Dead Redemption Multiplayer, these characters are obviously already unlocked, so they're not legendary in Red Dead Redemption Multiplayer. However, since they're such iconic characters in Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Revolver, I think that some of them would be awesome to use their outfits for legendary outfits for all 5 tiers, such as Marshall Lee Johnson, Landon Ricketts, Nigel West Dickens, Dutch from Red Dead Redemption 1, Seth, Edgar Ross, Colonel Allende, along with Abraham Reyes, and some characters from Red Dead Revolver could also be some good choices. You could also use some characters from Red Dead Revolver, such as Jack Swift, Buffalo Soldier, Shadow Wolf. Of course, Shadow Wolf will probably need like a female variant, Mr. Kelly, and of course, Red Harlow. Obviously, these legendary outfits would have to be unisex, which is why we're not including female characters from Red Dead Revolver or Redemption, such as Annie Stokes, Bonnie McFarlane, or Louisa. But I think the outfits from several of the characters already mentioned would be great if they're made unisex for male and female characters in Red Dead Online to serve as legendary outfits. Obviously, there's going to be legendary perks such as legendary weapon skins for revolver, pistol, shotgun, repeater, rifle, a legendary camp flag, legendary tents, legendary saddles, saddlebags, as well as the ability to unlock more stable stalls, more stable slots, as well as more outfit slots. And then, of course, there's going to be legendary mounts as well in the road to legendary in Red Dead Online. Now, to give you a better idea of my vision, I made this graphic for you all to check out. This is pretty much how it will go. Just imagine every 100 ranks, you would be able to pass into Legend once again from Legend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Legendary 1, you'll get one of these legendary outfits. Let's just say, for example, you get Marshall Lee Johnson as Legendary 1. Then you also get a unique legendary revolver weapon skin, for which revolver, I honestly don't know. Maybe all the current revolvers in the game would have that legendary weapon skin. That would be awesome. You would also get a legendary tent for your camp, along with a legendary 1 camp flag, a legendary saddle. It would be a really awesome looking saddle, plus it would have really good cores and stats. You would also get legendary 1 saddlebags and 5 more stable stalls to purchase, so you could have up to 15 horses at Legendary 1, and of course you would have a Legendary mount. So let's just say the Warhorse from Red Dead Redemption 1. I'll just call it the Great Warhorse because we already have Warhorses in Red Dead Online. The Legendary mounts would be awesome, and they would have fantastic cores and stats as well. So for the Legendary 1 tier, we'll have the Warhorse from Red Dead Redemption 1. Now, Legendary 2 status, once you reach rank 100 Legendary 1 and pass into Legend once again, you'll get another outfit. This could be Mr. Kelly's outfit from Red Dead Revolver. You would get the pistol weapon skin for all the pistols, a Legendary 2 camp flag, as well as a Legendary 2 saddlebag you can purchase, 5 saddle and 5 outfit slots that you can unlock now, so you can have 5 new outfits that you can customize, as well as 5 more saddles that you can own at the stalls, as well as the Legendary 2 mount. And just for fun, we'll just put the Dark Horse from Red Dead Redemption 1 as the Legendary 2 mount. There is a fun theory out there about Dark Horse possibly being what becomes a Bayluck, which is Micah Bell's horse in Red Dead Redemption 2. But whether or not that's true or not, I still think that the Dark Horse would be an awesome Legendary mount in Red Dead Online. Once again, it would have some really good cores and stats. After reaching rank 100 in Legendary 2, yes, once again, you pass into Legendary rank 3. Another Legendary outfit. This time, let's go with Landon Ricketts as Legendary 3. You're going to get a shotgun weapon skin, which would be all the shotguns would have a Legendary weapon skin. Legendary 3 camp flag, along with a Legendary 3 saddlebag. And you would get 5 more stable stalls unlocked to purchase. So that means at this point, you could have up to 20 horses because of Legendary 3. And yes, another Legendary mount. We could use Buell, or a version of Buell from Red Dead Redemption 2, as the Legendary 3 mount. Legendary 4 with, yes, another outfit. For Legendary 4, let's go with Shadow Wolf, and we'll also create a female version of Shadow Wolf's outfit as well, so that it's unisex. Plus, it's a really cool looking outfit he has, and with these characters' outfits, you'd also get the unique facial hairs, if some of them have facial hairs, or war paint, or hairstyles, such as Shadow Wolf's hairstyle, so you'd also be able to use that or switch it with another hairstyle if you feel so inclined. You would also get a Legendary Repeater weapon skin for all the current repeaters, Legendary 4 camp flag, as well as a Legendary 4 saddlebag you can purchase, 5 saddle and 5 outfit slots, so you get 5 more saddle as well as 5 more outfit slots in Legendary 4, and yes, another Legendary mount. And for Legendary 4, we could go with either the Few Spots Appaloosa or one of the 2 Arabians from Red Dead Redemption 2, such as the Brindle or the Rose Gray Arabian. I don't know which one would be best. Maybe the Rose Gray Arabian, because it is the best Arabian in Red Dead Redemption 2 stat and core wise. So let's just say for fun, it's the Rose Gray Arabian that ends up being your Legendary 4 mount. Another 100 ranks later, you finally made it. Legendary 5 status. You have reached the top of the mountain, and you're ready to pass into Legendary one last time with Legendary 5. Legendary 5 will unlock Red Harlow's outfit as your Legendary outfit for Legendary characters, male and female versions of Red Harlow's outfit. Plus, you're going to get the Legendary weapon skin for all current rifles. Legendary camp theme. That's right. This time you get the Legendary camp theme. So at Legendary 1, you got the Legendary tent. But to go with the rest of your camp, you get a Legendary camp theme now at your camp. It's been a while since we've had a camp theme added to the game, and this is a good time to get your Legendary camp theme, which will look really awesome. And you would also get the Legendary 5 camp flag as well. Legendary 5 saddlebag, along with 5 more stable stalls and 5 more stable slots. That means that you will officially have up to 15 more stable stalls and 15 saddle slots available. So you can have up to 25 horses by the time you reach Legendary 5 status in Red Dead Online. And one final mount that will be legendary. Just for all time's sakes, we're going to bring back the Zonkey from Red Dead Redemption multiplayer, and obviously it would also have really good cores and stats, just like the rest of the legendary mounts. And the reason why we're not going with Unicorn, the 4 horses of the apocalypse like War, Famine, Pestilence, and Death, is because I think they're better served as a future Halloween update rather than being used as legendary mounts. Some people may agree with that decision, some may disagree, but I'd rather just keep those for a future Undead Nightmare, Undead Overrun type update for Red Dead Online if we ever get one. But that's pretty much my idea for how Legendary would work in Red Dead Online. I think this would be awesome for new players and especially veteran players that have already gotten everything like we talked about, roles maxed out, all the Capitale, all the missions done, as well as the current camp updated, all the clothing, weapons, mounts that their heart desires. It would give players a reason to jump back into Red Dead Online in order to work on Legendary. Obviously, most players would be able to automatically pass into Legend with Legendary 1, but then the journey begins to get to Legendary 2, 3, 4, and eventually Legendary 5. Will it take a while? Yes. However, at least it will give players something to do in Red Dead Online, which is a big reason why I've gone back to Red Dead Redemption Multiplayer, because I'm trying to get Legendary status in Red Dead Redemption Multiplayer. And do I intend on getting all 5 Legendaries? I don't know. My current goal is simply just to get to Legendary 1. And obviously, anything you do in Red Dead Online that earns you XP would also go towards Legendary status, as long as you continue to earn XP, whether it's doing gang hideouts, Land of Opportunity missions, Life of Shine missions, the various roles in the game, or blood money. All the XP that you earn in Red Dead Online would help you on your Legendary journey from Legendary 1 all the way to eventually Legendary 5 status. Obviously, the Legendary ranks would give veteran players a reason to get back into Red Dead Online, even if you've been there and done everything else that's currently in the game, starting off with Legendary 1 status and then working your way up 100 ranks for each of these new tiers. Tier 2, 3, 4, and ultimately Legendary 5, plus all the content that will come with Legendary status that you're able to unlock and purchase, most likely with gold. Maybe they'll have like 1 or 2 Legendary items that you could purchase with cash, but let's just be real here. They'll most likely put a lot of this behind gold bars. But hopefully the prices will be reasonable. It's not really a big deal for a lot of us veteran players that have earned tons of cash, especially gold, over the years. My Road to Legendary series is a big reason why I've gone back to Red Dead Redemption Multiplayer. It's given me a goal, something to aspire towards in Red Dead Redemption Multiplayer. And if Rockstar took something that they created long ago, over a decade ago with Red Dead Redemption Multiplayer, and created 5 separate Legendary ranks along with rewards and unlocks and whatnot, and added them to Red Dead Online, I think that this would be a fantastic update. And yeah, it wouldn't be as appealing to new players, but there's a ton of veteran players out there right now that would absolutely love to have these Legendary prestige ranks added to the game. It would give a lot of players a reason to come back to Red Dead Online, and it would breathe new life to this game. And perhaps Rockstar and Take-Two could sell a few gold bars from the gold bar store with Legendary ranks added to Red Dead Online via all the awesome Legendary content that you could eventually unlock. In other words, it would be a win-win. A win for the Red Dead Online community, as well as a win for Rockstar and Take-Two. Anyways, what do you think about Legendary ranks being added to Red Dead Online? What Legendary outfits and Legendary mounts would you like to see as rewards for these 5 tiers? And is there anything else you think would be really awesome to be included as rewards and unlocks in these 5 Legendary ranks? Feel free and let us know below in the comments section.